1028 now.
Currently in our area, 87 degrees, under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, considerable cloudiness, low 67. Winds north-northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tuesday, partly cloudy, high 80. Winds north-northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tuesday night, partly cloudy skies, low 65. Winds north at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app. Real-time radar and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into detail.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Download now to start your free 7-day trial.
Welcome back into Weather Underground. We are watching potential tropical cyclone 9 expected to make landfall tomorrow morning in Texas, likely as a tropical storm. So the potential tropical cyclone warning is because we're not there yet. We don't have a tropical depression or a tropical storm, but we are within that window of issuing those advisories. So the National Hurricane Center using this to issue those tropical storm watches and warnings along the coast. There's a look at them. Corpus Christi, Port Mansfield, down to areas north of Brownsville under a tropical storm warning. Areas shaded in yellow, the tropical storm watch is in effect. Much more coming up on this in just a moment. But the West, they're also still dealing with rain from Hillary. How about this live look from Zion National Park in Utah? Gorgeous, but we do have that layer of cloud cover, some rain showers across sections of the west, possibility of some stronger storms as well. An isolated severe storm is going to be something we watch for here across the west. Weather Channel's Reynolds Wolf, he's in Palm Springs, California. Reynolds, I know you said travel has been a real problem. Jen, we were talking to her a little bit earlier. She said overall things fared well, but I think people get that sense that the sun shines out and everything's solved. Not the case.
Oh, you're right about that. I mean, there's some difficulty getting from one side of town to the other. I mean, just a routine trip to the grocery store is going to be virtually impossible at times in some locations because of roads like this. This is the way of Palm Springs. And you'll notice we've got something is a little bit of a miss between our vantage point here and that police roadblock in the distance. What you have between it is basically a cut, all due to the erosion from the just excessive amounts of rainfall that came down from the mountains. And what makes this especially unique when it comes to tropical situations is location. I mean, just like being a realtor, location matters. Now, if you've got a landfalling tropical system that hits the Texas Gulf Coast, maybe hits Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, the Carolinas, relatively flat locations where it comes on shore. The situation here is the proximity of crazy terrain, like the San Jacinto Mountains right here in the background. You've got the coastal range, you've got the San Bernardino Mountains, and even in a greater sense, you've got the Sierra. Now, when you have that moisture that interacts with a tropical system like this one, what it basically does, it just really throws down the accelerator. So you have enhanced rainfall and you have enhanced effects. Now, that being said, you do have situations where you'll have the atmospheric rivers where you can have flooding events, and this is an area where it is typical for the water to come through, but this has been a little bit excessive. What's pretty incredible too is not just the idea that you've got all the sediment. Some of this maybe comes from just a few hundred yards up this creek bed, some of it on those mountaintops, but it all goes from there to here because of what's spawned out of the Pacific Ocean. By the way, Alex, you may be able to hear the planes up above. That's probably your easiest mode of travel in this region today. The roads, as I mentioned earlier, very frustrating at times. Back to you.
Yeah, not ideal. You pointed out that the navigation systems are kind of useless at times because those roads just aren't passable right now. Reynolds, thanks so much. We're going to take another look in with Reynolds Wolf in just a minute. But of course, Dr. Postel, we got to talk about kind of what's next on the docket. As we leave Hillary, literally the next day we pick up on PTC 9.
That is a developing tropical cyclone in the Gulf of Mexico, likely to make landfall tomorrow morning as a tropical storm somewhere between Brownsville and Corpus Christi. And we think some significant rain and some gusty winds coming on board as early as later on tonight.
Yeah, so we've got all conditions are conducive for development. We know anytime something gets out into the Gulf, we got really warm waters to work with. Is there anything that you're worried about here in the short term? I know all the guidance and the suggestion would be that we've got a tropical storm. Is there anything that could happen here in the short term?
No, I don't think so. I think what we're going to be dealing with is a gradual organization of the thunderstorms. You're going to see them concentrate themselves near the center of circulation over the next several hours and overnight tonight as it moves westward. The atmosphere, as you mentioned, is ripe for allowing it to strengthen.